This week we've been playing It Takes Two, a cooperative platformer about a divorcing couple that gets magically turned into itty bitty teeny weenies by their crybaby daughter and forced to complete puzzles and fight household appliances by an evil book voiced by someone doing a bad George Lopez impression.
Are you really gonna believe that, huh? Because I would not.
This was our experience when I made my wife and I play It Takes Two, and why we're now getting a divorce too. Just kidding.
It Takes Two really made us understand that we are two very different thinking people. On some puzzles, I had absolutely zero clue what was going on.
Just connect it, Kaylee.
I can't.
Yes,
There's
you
another one right here.
Kaylee,
What?
look at my screen, right? You can see clearly on my screen where it has to connect.
This one?
Yes.
That was not obvious at all.
Oh my gosh, you're hopeless.
Our brains work differently, okay?
But Alex looked at it once and was like, here's the plan. And I was like,
Plan.
No, plan.
Plan.
Plan. Like flan. Plan.
Flan? That dessert?
Yes, like flan.
Yuck. No, I don't dig on flan. Plan.
and then when there was a mini game, I was so excited to finally find my thing I'm good at. And then I only beat Alex at one of the 15 mini games we found. Oh, but then when we went to fight the bosses, oh wait, I wasn't good at that either.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro. You tripping.
I'm really good at throwing snowballs though.
That was pretty far. There were moments that made me feel like I was a kid again, playing one of my favorite games, Ratchet & Clank. Hazelight Studio took the best aspects of the games that I had growing up and morphed into a game I could relate to now that I'm older. I went from playing Ratchet & Clank with my brothers and fighting over the controller to playing It Takes Two with Kaylee and crushing her at every single mini game.
What's the point of playing any of these games if I don't even win any of them?
She was scared to play mini games against me. You could say growing up with two brothers made me a bit competitive.
I thought it was still a cutscene.
It Takes Two deals with pretty intense subject matter, and it can hit home if you got someone special in your life. It really showed how important communication is, not only as a couple, but as a couple of gamers. I can't tell you how many times things would have gone smoother if Alex had told me what he was thinking about while he was solving the puzzle for us.
Oh, sweetie, I forgot you were here.
The gameplay is great and all, but did anyone else notice the seriously dark undertones going on? A lot of morbid stuff happens that I totally push the dark corners of my mind. Let's go through a few, shall we? Sucking out the vacuum's eyeballs, ripping off the poor elephant's ears, then throwing her off the ledge to die in front of our daughter. Oh. And the beetle? He never got his nectar we promised him. We totally just abandoned the dude and let him plummet to his death, and nothing was ever said about it again.
Our little beetle friend, we just abandoned him.
Besides the absolute horror fest that was totally glazed over, the characters in this game were well thought out and fun to interact with. The squirrels were fantastic, and hey, I didn't know Colonel Miles Quaritch was in this game. I genuinely enjoyed almost every character we met. I loved the cute little bee we helped, I loved the Elephant Queen, but I did not love Dr. Hakim. No, get out of here. Seriously, this dude would not leave us alone. As soon as I was deep into the story, here comes Michael Scott with his weird Hispanic impression, making us all uncomfortable.
Well, here we all are, alone but together. No flowers for us. Relationships? We don't need no stinking relationships.
I genuinely felt bad for the little girl who got left alone and unsupervised for like 5 hours. She kept trying to talk to her parents and encourage them to keep trying at their marriage, but every time she tried, we were just knocked out, totally unresponsive, and she just walked away like...
George Michael went for a walk in the adjoining lot to grieve both losses in private.
The game was really good at giving both of us a challenge each chapter, rather than putting all the pressure on one player. The RPG section was by far the best and most exciting section of the entire game. I enjoyed puzzles, but just destroying everything with a giant-ass sword was just dope as hell. It was a little weird playing this part on a keyboard, and I'm sure it was definitely more fluid on a controller, but that's okay. The goose are pretty funny.
At the beginning, I was concerned that the mechanics of the game would get boring, but they changed up nearly every chapter, and each new item we had seemed refreshing and brand new. It was definitely harder for our friends who were a little newer to video games. It required knowing how to aim and how basic game mechanics work, which sounds easy when you think about it, but can be pretty difficult for new players. Kaylee still doesn't know how to play Super Smash Bros. She just aimlessly pushes buttons or refuses to play.
It's pretty rare that Alex and I find a game we both enjoy, since there's really no game that can fulfill the things we both like simultaneously. But we really enjoyed It Takes Two. I got excited to play it, and I could tell that Alex got excited to make me miserable. Not only did we get to fight big baddies, but we also got to work together on puzzles, which we haven't gotten to do since we played Portal 2 about 50 years ago. Hazelight Studios made another game before this one called A Way Out that we highly recommend if you enjoyed this game as much as we did. All in all, It Takes Two is a beautiful tale about how if you don't learn how to fix your marriage, an annoying book trying to be George Lopez will force you to listen to him talk for 10 hours. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe and click the like button so we know to make more of these in the future. We appreciate you. Did you find Sadfrog? If you did, here's your prize.
Oh, wait, there, no. Yeah, I feel it everywhere. Ah.